Most people think comparing AI models require complicated code, expensive API calls, or manually testing each response. But what if I told you that there's a free and visual way to do it without writing a single line of code? Postman AI Agent Builder and Postman Flow make it ridiculously easy to test, compare, and integrate different AI models. Whether you're evaluating OpenAI, Anthropic, or any other LLM, this tool lets you run side-by-side comparisons for free and visually map out your agent's logic with simple drag and drop blocks. So let's break it down and let's see how it works. This is Postman AI Agent Builder. This is something that I just released a couple days ago, and this is great because Postman is the go-to resource for developer to test APIs. And now you can do that with your LLM models. So if you want to evaluate the LLM, test the responses, have different paths to test how it's going to react on different conditions, different system prompt or user prompt. You can test all of that effortlessly inside of Postman Agent. And I spent some time testing that today, and I have to say that this is actually very, very easy to use, and it is very effective at what it's doing. I might have mentioned previously in one of my videos that you can use AI SDK from Versal to test different API, but AI SDK has a problem. Is that if there is a pro model, you actually have to upgrade in order to use that model. And there's actually another solution out there that you can use called Chatbot Arena. And if you head over to Chatbot Arena and click on Arena side by side, then you can compare model over here for free. You can compare DeepSeek R1 versus Gemini or QWQ, which is a model by Amazon. So let's check what's the weather. And it will compare those models side by side for free for you, provide you a response, and allowing you to actually, interact with the response and pick which one was the best one, A versus B. There you go. And then you can pick which one was better, rate it, and submit it. So this is entirely free. So this is something that you can use today if you wanted to. And instead of OpenAI platform, where you can go to Playground, you actually have a way to compare model by just clicking on compare instead of the chat. So if you click compare, you can actually compare different models over here, but this is just limited to the OpenAI models. So what if you wanted to test different models, right? This is where Postman new AI Agent Builder comes into place. So I'm going to show you how it works. I've already created some example over here where I've added GPT 4.0 and Gemini where I'm testing them. And you can see that all you have to do is adding the model, then you can select it here. And then you can add the user prompt. So this is the user prompt and this is the system prompt. I've already added my key inside of here, so inside of the authorization, and I can just submit that and it will return a response. So this is how it works. And if you want to figure out how to add it, you just have to click new, select the right protocol. So the protocol here is the AI protocol. And once you add that, you select one of the models. So if I were to pick Gemini or Claude, for example, you'll notice that the settings on this page changes based on the model. And if you click authorize, it'll send you to the authorization page where you can just enter your key. So if I switch models, as you can see right now, we have OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic. You can see that the setting page changes based on the option that I'm selecting. One thing that I've noticed is that it doesn't actually allow you to do structured output. So if you were, for example, using GPT-4o mini and you were to choose respond with a JSON format, I haven't found a way to actually enter my structured output over here. But I can still test the response and see what it would return if I were to say, for example, what's the size of the moon? And submit that. I can still see my response here. In this content here is unauthorized because I haven't added the API key for this one. It's okay, we are going to just re-add it, create secret key. And since this is for my default project, I'm gonna click call this one delete soon. And speak my default project, copy the key. I can just paste that key right here. All right, so it's giving us the answer. And you can see that over here, it also is giving us the estimated token for this request. So now I want to show you something really cool that I found with this tool that I actually really like. So not only you can have an AI collection of all your favorite prompts. So let's say, for example, if your app were to use different type of prompt, you can just have a full-on collection right here. But also you can head over to Flow and create flows for your application. It only took me less than 5 minutes to build this. It was actually pretty simple. All I had to do was to connect the different component. So let's say, for example, if we were to check what was the size of the moon with GPT 4.0 and then with GPT 1.5/8b, they really need to change the name. We'll head over to flows, click on the flow, and then you can just create the connection that you need. So right here, I already went ahead and created a connection from my start point to Gemini 1.5/8b. And so all it's doing here is going to run a scenario where it's going to run my collection that I have right here. So I just went here, selected the collection, and it's going to compare the output of this collection. So you can see that I've only created a display output for if it succeeds. So this is what you're seeing right here. And another one for this model. So when I run that, it's essentially going through that, running my prompt that was defined inside of my collection right here, and then testing that within this cycle. So yes, this is Postman AI Agent Builder. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching, and make sure to check one of those videos right here, and I see you guys in the next one.